Today on CWN, cheer will be having tryouts soon. We have some important information to get about.
And we spoke to Coach Hernser about his 1984 project, I'm Maddie.
And I'm William. Today is Tuesday, February 11th, 2025.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Attention students, anybody interested in trying out for the 2025 to 2026 mascot or cheer team, there will be a mandatory parent meeting on February 24th in the Calallen High School library at 5:30 p.m. On March 3rd through 5th, there will be a mandatory cheer clinic for anyone wanting to try out. Tryouts will be held on March 7th at 5 p.m. For questions, see Mrs. Gaitan in room 202.
Quentin caught up with Coach Hernser's class about the Covette project based off the book 1984. Let's take it to them to get some more insight about how Big Brother is watching.
I'm kind of here with Coach Hernser. Coach Hernser, heard you guys are reading 1984. What's going on with that?
Yeah, 1984 is a dystopian novel by George Orwell. It tells the story of a future gone horribly wrong, a warning for our future about a government who takes total control and the citizens lose their sense of individuality and freedoms. It's a warning for the kids. Hopefully they can learn, to look out for signs of those types of things happen in their life and try to learn about the importance of language and their individual freedoms.
Mm-hmm. You guys are catching students who are breaking the rules of these?
Yeah. So right now we're playing what I call the 1984 game. It's a week-long game, and it's not just in my class, it's school-wide. Other teachers are sort of spying on kids, and there's actually students that are chosen to be thought police. They spy on the other students, and nobody knows who the thought police are, and they report crimes. And the crimes really are nothing more than just the school rules that everybody kind of has stopped following over the years about cell phone use, make sure we don't let students into the building walking on a certain side of the hallway, stuff like that. But, you would be surprised, food in the classrooms, those kinds of things. And you're surprised how many times students kind of let those things go. Well, now all those crimes are being reported. And for the number of crimes that they have to write a longer paper at the end of the game. So it really teaches them about the sort of restrictive nature of the world of 1984, and I think they learn to value the freedoms that they do have.
Mm-hmm. That's good to hear. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Mrs. John's class has been working on a lab recently. Her class learned how to incorporate snowballs into a fun lab. Let's take it to Mrs. Johns to get some more information on how it's going.
Good morning, Cats. I'm here with Miss Johns and Dominic. Miss Johns, you just did a lab where they're throwing snowballs at each other. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Sure. We're starting our unit on equilibrium, and so I wanted to kind of get them a mental image of what it means when it's a reactant-driven force. I mean, it's driving forward by the reactants, or the products are driving backwards to the reactant side, because really you don't really realize it, but a chemical reaction actually goes back and forth most of the time. Some of them are 100% one direction, but and what they end up doing is creating an equilibrium where the numbers kind of are equal on both sides at that point. Well, they're not equal to each other, it's just you're getting the same number every single time. And so that's kind of what we were doing with the snowballs. And we're going to make graphs so they can kind of see how that works. It's just an introduction because you can't really see a chemical reaction, it's kind of hard, but at least doing this, they can kind of visualize, okay, the snowballs went from one side to the other, the numbers are a little bit different, but if there were more products, then we had fewer reactants snowballs, and if there were more reactants, which means more throwers, then it pushed it to the other direction where we had fewer snowballs on the product side, and eventually they even out, and so that's what we're seeing today.
That's great. And Dominic, did you enjoy the lab? Do you think it helped you learn these chemical reactions?
The lab was fun, but it was a little confusing.
All right, and let's take it back to the studio.
It's time to see who we are honoring today for Black History Month.
In continuing of Black History Month, today we celebrate Harriet Tubman. She became the first woman to lead an armed military raid in June of 1863. She was also a Union scout, spy, and a nurse, as well as fighting for women's rights. That's all from us. Now back to the anchors.
The Child Development class has been doing a lot of interesting things lately. We spoke to Haley Hulst to get the inside scoop on that. Let's take it to her.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Haley. So I heard you're in the Child Development class. Could you tell me more about that?
Yes, Child Development is a class that teaches you how to be a mom and take care of babies in the future.
So how's it taking care of your baby?
It's a little challenging, but I mean, just take care of it like how you would if it was a real baby. You just keep it safe and hold it all the time.
So is this going to help you out in the future?
Yes.
How do you think it's going to help you out?
Just teaches me how to be a mom and to take care of my children.
Okay, well that's all from us. Back to the studio.
If you've been watching the show recently, you know that Coach Lamb's Outdoor Adventures class learned how to make venison sausage. Last week, they cooked the sausage and had a delicious lunch. Let's take it to them to get the outlook.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Gabriel Kimmel. Gabriel, what are they doing in Outdoor Adventures class today?
So today we cooked the sausages that we prepared a couple of days ago in the back patio over by the science wing.
And what was this experience for you?
It was fun. So what we did was a couple of days ago, we went ahead and butchered some deer hide quarters to remove like all the silver skin and stuff. Got all the good meat off of it, and then ground it up and stuffed it in the sausage casings.
Thank you. That's all from us. Back to the studio.
I participated in the UIL computer science competition recently, and I'm here to tell us all how that went. Let's send it to me to see how we placed.
Hey Cats, today I'm here with William. So William, I heard that you are in UIL Computer Science. Can you tell us more about what that is?
Yeah, sure. So UIL Computer Science, it consists of an individual test, which is 40 questions long, and a team portion, which is 3 hours long, where you solve programming problems. We crushed everybody else. We got second place because we're the best. And yeah, that's about it.
Well, that's good, and good luck to you on your next meet, and back to the studio.
Attention juniors, prom is only 7 weeks away, and now is the time to take care of your class dues. Your $80 class dues help cover important prom expenses and making your night even more special. By paying now, that is one less expense to worry about when it comes to hair, makeup, a dress, tux, shoes, and or jewelry. If you need to check your balance, please get with Ms. Lopez or Mrs. Perales to find out what you owe. Payment can be made via RevTrack using the QR code cash or check made to CHS Class of 26.
Now let's send it over to Callie for Wildcat Media.
Thank you, anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Congrats to the softball girls for not only getting their second state rings, but for also winning Photo of the Week last week. And also congrats to Caitlin Sky for capturing this amazing photo. Now that's all for media. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Callie.
Now let's send it over to Emma with the rundown on sports.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Calallen Wildcat Sports is brought to you by Southern Charm Home Cookin'. Our Lady Cat basketball team plays tonight in the first round of the playoffs against a talented Hidalgo team over at West Oso High School. If you can, make sure to go show your support. For those of you that were wondering, we have the results from the powerlifting meet on Friday. We spoke with Coach Robertson and a few of the athletes to get an inside look on how that went. Let's send it over now.
Hey Cats, I'm Grant from Miss Robertson. Miss Robertson, I heard you had a powerlifting meet last Friday. Can you tell me how the team did?
Yeah, so overall we got second. We lost by 7 points, so we were really close. But we did a lot better than last year. We got fourth last year, so we're getting better every year. We've placed at almost every meet that we've gone to. And right now we have 20 girls that should be going to regionals. So we have this last qualifier meet, and then it's regionals and state. So we're almost done with the season.
That's awesome. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Richard and Jaden. We heard you had a powerlifting meet last week. Can you tell us a little bit about y'all's results?
My first meet back, I got first and hit a couple PRs.
All right, that's pretty cool. Jaden, what about you?
I got second and I hit 2 PRs on bench and deadlift. We got first overall as a team. This is our third first overall this year. We still have regional qualifier, which is February 22nd, and then regionals, which is March 7th, and then we have state 2 weeks later, and then we're very excited to finish the season strong.
All right, that's all from us. Back to the studio.
Our boys basketball team played last night against Kingsville, and tonight they play against Zapata. Let's send it over to Sebastian Dennis to get the rundown on that.
Hi, I'm going to hear with Sebastian. Sebastian, you guys had a match at Kingsville. What happened?
We did very well. We came out with a win. It was a much-needed win. They were first in district at the time, so beating them tied, I think, us, them, and TM all for district right now.
That's pretty cool. And you guys have a match today?
Yes, against Zapata. If we beat Zapata today, then we'll have a official three-way tie, and we'll probably have to play TM again to determine the full winner of district.
That's good to hear. Wish you guys the best of luck. Back to you.
Recently, there was a Battle of the Bay meet with tennis, and our tennis players seem to have done an amazing job. Let's send it to some players to see how they did.
Hey guys, I'm Hunter. I'm here with Bryant. So Bryant, we heard that boys tennis had a tournament the other day. Can you tell us all about that?
We had a tennis tournament Friday and Saturday. We went up against 10 to 12 different teams that came all the way from Houston, San Antonio, all came from all over Texas just to play in Battle of the Bay. And we did pretty good. We kept up our competitiveness, played strong, played hard, just kind of did what our coach taught us at practice and tried to come out the best we could.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Brian. Hey guys, I'm Hunter. I'm here with Zoe. So Zoe, we heard that girls tennis had a tournament the other day. Can you tell us all about that?
Yeah, so we had a Battle of the Bay this past weekend, this Friday and Saturday. Overall, we did pretty well. It was very fun trying out like our first big tournament with our new coaches. They were there to support us and be by our sides and motivate us when we were down. So me and my doubles partner, Evelyn Clark, we placed 19th out of I think around 10 schools, which was pretty well. We won 3 out of our 5 matches, so yeah, we did pretty well.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Zoe. That's it from us. Now back to the studio.
Our boys soccer team played against London recently, and sadly they fell short. And our girls also lost against London. Hopefully they will perform better tonight. Let's send it over to Coach Mora to get more information on that.
Good morning, Cats. I'm here with Coach Mora. Coach, so you guys had a game against London on Friday. How'd that go?
We ended up losing the game to London, but we had a really good showing against that squad. It's a really strong squad that they got over there at London. But the boys came out very strong. First half performance, stellar performance from our goalkeeper, Jimmy Reyes. I mean, had an outstanding game. So a lot of guys stepped up that night, and we gave them a good showing. So they earned every single goal they got against us. But, you know, we took it to them, and hopefully we get them the second part of the season.
That's great. And you guys play Rockport tonight. How do you think that will go?
Rockport's another tough opponent, but I'm looking forward to it. I think the boys are in a good headspace right now, got a good energy right now, so I think we can come home with that one tonight. So looking forward to that. JV at 6 and then varsity at 7:30. So
that's great. Good luck. And let's take it back to the studio.
Sadly, here at Calallen, we will be losing our amazing teacher and coach, Coach Hernser. Coach will be leaving Calallen to become a sand crab, and he has accepted the athletic director position at Calhoun. Let's send it over to him to get his thoughts on this new incredible opportunity.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Coach Hernser. So I hear you have a new job. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, I was just hired by the school board in Port Lavaca to be the new head coach and athletic director at Calallen High School. It's a great opportunity for me and my family. I've been trying to be, I've been planning to be a head coach and athletic director for a few years now, and the opportunity hasn't really come up that I felt fit me the right way, and certainly no one's given me that opportunity. It gives me a chance to move my kids, an hour and change closer to my parents, their grandparents, and family is really important to me. And I have to say, I'm drafting a letter right now to send out to everybody with my official thoughts, but I just have to say thank you to Calallen and the Calallen community, and certainly all the students over the years, and players and fans, and certainly teachers and staff and everybody I've worked with. This place has been my home for over 12 years now, and it's been one of the it's changed my life, certainly. This is certainly a place I'll always remember, and I want everybody out there to know you'll always be in my heart.
That's awesome. Thank you. Congratulations, and back to the studio.
Congratulations to our baseball team. They won their scrimmage against Victoria. We have a few quick things to say about it. Let's send it over now.
Good morning, Kyle. Baseball had a scrimmage last night at Victoria. Came out with the dub, won 14-0. I pitched 4 innings, gave up no runs, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts. Our bats came alive. Blake, shout out Blake, he went 4 for 6 yesterday with 2 doubles. And the bats just came alive. Our defense was playing really well. And our next game's Friday against Carroll. Make sure y'all pop out at 7 o'clock. Thank you. Now back to the studio.
Coming up tonight, the softball team is having a scrimmage against Victoria East. If you see any of the players, be sure to wish them the best of luck. It will be streamed live on YouTube tonight on the Calallen TV channel, so be sure to tune in. Let's send it over to the player, Kylie, to get her thoughts on how she thinks that'll go.
Hey Wildcats, I'm here with Kylie. So I hear the softball season just started out. Can you tell me a little bit about how it's going?
Yes, it's going really good. We're playing as a team. This coming week we play Liberty in our Calallen Classic tournament that's coming up. We play Liberty, Wessico, and Harlingen South, so it's going to go good.
Thank you, Kylie. Congrats on your home run, and back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now back to the anchors.
Thank you, Emma.
And now it's time for your local weather forecast with James.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Your weather forecast is brought to you by Baytech Robinson Families. Another hot weekend, actually. Quite a few heat records broken, but things are cooling down. They're cooling down big time, but right now temperatures at 79 degrees with that heat index at 83, mostly if not completely cloudy skies, and winds out of the south at 11 miles an hour. Now take a look at what we've got on our Doppler radar. We have a bank of rain that is currently west of Alice as of this radar scan that is moving northward. That is part of this system that you can see out northeast of the Victoria Crossroads on this radar scan. That will be a little bit more pertinent in areas sort of in the Houston area. You can see a thunderstorm developing over the Sinton area as of this radar scan, although it's likely that this is going to be old information by the time you see this. Looking at your current alerts, dense fog advisory in effect for coastal waters and coastal areas until 1 p.m. today. Max temperature records were continued to be set over the weekend, Friday and Saturday in particular. However, yesterday and Sunday only saw 4 records broken, although those records were pretty hot. Again, temperatures ranging from as low as 77 in Rockport on February 8th to as high as 92 in Victoria the day before, but things are cooling off. There is a small possibility of a strong storm with a marginal risk outlined by the Storm Prediction Center for today, especially over the Houston area. It's not likely that Corpus Christi is going to see any thunderstorms, but there is always a possibility. So, of course, heed all weather warnings, take appropriate action, and follow code gray procedures if they are enacted, even though it's extremely unlikely that those will occur. Looking throughout the rest of the day on your 2 to 10, at 2 p.m. temperatures at 80, feeling like 85, then dropping down to 75 and 72 by 10 p.m. Of course, those temperatures not falling too quickly because of that cloud cover, and that rain chance staying at 10 to 15%, with those winds out of the south to southeast about 10 to 13 miles an hour. And on your 3-day outlook, take a look at this. Tomorrow, temperatures pretty similar to today. In fact, conditions nearly identical, but then an extremely powerful cold front is going to sweep through the region between Wednesday night and Thursday morning, with the high Thursday expected at 55 degrees. That is a drop of 24 overall. And then on Valentine's Day, things remaining chilly with 58 degrees as the high, and winds generally expected to be out of the northeast after the front passes through. With that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
And that's all of your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, what do you call a sheep that can sing and dance?
I don't know, William. What?
Lady Baba.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always,
stay classy, Calallen.